Welcome to the Fender Distortion Gollmer audio electronics review, and today we're going to look at one of these very rare effects that came out back in the late 90s. I'm not sure you can get them anymore. The writings on Google, if you Google it, you don't get a lot of info, and it looks like you can't get them anymore. It's a Swedish pedal, and I got it back in the late 90s, and I haven't really been using it much, and that's why it's part of a sale right now. But let's start with an overview. I don't know if the lighting is too good. It's a Fender Distortion Gollmer in a very solid metal case. You can see it's got a handwritten number on the back. Looks like your ordinary standard metal box, and it is very sturdy. On the back we have input. We have the amp coming from the amp and straight into the guitar, and we can plug in a 9-volt battery, or we can plug in a power supply from 9 to 15 watt DC, as it says. So we have out and we have in for these two. And here we have a sustain for tone and the volume. And here we have bite. Bite me. Well, it says low, high and middle for bite. So there must, as I said, frequencies. So that's kind of the overview. And then we have a turn it on and off. And as you can, I think it's true bypass, and I think it's handmade because of the writing on the back. I'm not sure, but it's very sturdy, and let's check it out and see how it sounds. And I'm putting on my Stratocaster. I'm turning on the amp, and my Strat is with vintage pickups. I'm using the custom Fender CS 69 pickups. We've been using them since 1999 in this guitar. I got a maple neck and I've got an ash body, so that's part of it. Other than that, it's a basic vintage. Very vintage 50s, 60s layout of a Strat. And this is the sound. I'm plugged straight into a Dean Markley 100-watt tube amp from the mid 80s. Clapton used to use those in the 80s. So that's just the basic sound of it. And that's the bridge pickup only. So let's turn it on and see what it sounds like. When I play a Strat, I usually play it with the volume knob to get different degrees of distortion. So here's an example: low volume, more distortion, but let's get ahead and see. Well, let's start on the low frequencies, and this is full volume. and then we go to the mid, same settings. And lastly, the high frequencies. And on the neck pickup, and this is with full volume. But let's play around with the knobs and see what we can get. Since the distortion is sustain is pretty high on 12 o'clock, let's put it down a bit and see what goes on. This is full volume on the single bridge pickup. So let's give it some volume because there's not a lot of sustain in it. And this is like boosting the amp. Kind of perfect. We just need a little more. You can hear the fatness, so we need a little more tone. And you can play around with it for days and find all kinds of fuzzy distortion kind of settings. And you can go from blues to rock to hard rock. Single notes. And it can also be a bit trashy with power chords. So you get all kinds of tones out of it. With some vibrato, heavy vibrato, you can get some nice sustained sounds, as you can hear. And if you're looking for a fuzz phase, it's kind of the same fatness you get. This pedal just gives some more variety of the sound, plus it's a little bit more distortion in it, and it's pretty cool. So it's perfect for those Hendrix kind of tones. So it's kind of perfect for that. If we can give it a little more full up. Sorry. how much you want to do with the distortion, we can try to turn it up. Lastly, everything on full. So it does bring a lot of noise, but it's not a bad noise if you are a fast distance from the amp. I'm very close in this video, so. But it's a very versatile kind of fuzz fat distortion, as you can hear, and it's so rare you must own it because it's pretty rare, and you don't get the opportunity every day. And I'm back to the basic sounds. But that concludes this long review. I don't know, reviews for me always takes a long time, and I'm sorry for that. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Now you have an idea of how it sounds. I'm Anders Jørgensen. Thank you very much. Goodbye.